Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened on Friday?
Well, we got done with Jeremiah chapter 45, which was the chapter right after the narrative that was being told, and it was like the last time that Jeremiah was going to be doing his, addressing the nations and all that kind of stuff. So It was, we were hearing from Baruch, and Baruch was like, we went like back like 20 years, and Baruch was recalling. I don't really know, honestly. Like, I do remember that...
he was feeling sorry for himself. Because
right.
he didn't get to be a prophet. And because his reputation was dashed.
Yeah.
And then he included this in the narrative for some reason, that Jeremiah told him that God had a special message for him that was basically like, just be glad you live, bitch.
Yeah, I feel like he was trying to make himself a prophet. And also then, like, he was apparently too important to be in the city when God destroyed it.
According to legends.
Yeah, so then he walked outside of the city, took some acid, and watched some angels destroy it. That's what it said anyway.
Yeah,
so
and he's
I don't
also
really know.
Considered a prophet by some, and he's also considered a saint by some, and he may have got translated up to paradise in a fucking coach.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with Baruch, but Baruch's got some shit going on. And anyway, that was Jeremiah chapter 45. And I'm kind of actually curious what's going to happen today, which would be...
Jeremiah chapter 46.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, before we jump in to Jeremiah chapter 46, I got a couple things to say.
Okay.
First of all, apologies to those who are keeping track with their bingo boards. I did not drop any F-bombs in the opening.
Oh, man.
And
that's rare.
So, yeah, no wild card for you or whatever. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because you're not in our Discord on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Which you should be, because it's fun.
So, yeah, I mean, you should go over there and hop over on our Discord, which there's a link in the show notes. Right now, because today, if you're listening on the day, it's Monday, which means that our live will be tomorrow. So,
yep, at 10 Eastern.
Yeah.
And we have so much fun.
Right.
And you can play bingo, and there's all kinds of ways to track my fuck ups and errors and cats and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, so that's that. The other thing is I have some notes about this chapter that actually are kind of important that I read before we jump into it.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, this chapter is part of a series. What? We're entering a new series, but this is not a narrative. This is Oracles Against Foreign Nations, and it consists of chapters 46 to 51.
Open?
What?
Open. Yeah, Oracles Against Foreign Nations.
Oh. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, that would be correct. Okay. That is an acronym.
Got it.
That is how that works. Now, in the Septuagint, these chapters, it's chapters 46 to 51. And in the Septuagint, these chapters come in the middle of what we call Jeremiah chapter 25, but which is chapter 32 in the Septuagint.
Okay.
My mouth wanted to say superintendent.
Got it. Yeah.
That is not correct.
That is not correct.
So the fact that these oracles are kind of together suggests that they circulated for a time as an independent unit.
Okay.
So they were like their own separate thing that different people put in different places depending on who was translating and why.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this series, basically the rest of this book is these chapters. Mm-hmm. They bring together a number of the messages that the prophet announced to foreign nations over the course of time during the many years of his ministry. Okay. That's not confusing at all.
Right. So we're going to be bouncing even more wildly around and talking about more different time frames.
And it gets worse.
Yeah.
It gets worse. Ready?
Great.
Furthermore, the order in which the messages have been arranged does not follow the order of the events that they announce.
Oh, awesome.
So they're not chronological.
So, great.
The arrangement is more according to the geographic location of the target countries. So each chapter is basically going to be Jeremiah yelling at a different nation. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the arrangement, like I said, is geographic. And it starts with Egypt in the south, and then it moves north and east towards Mesopotamia, and hits a bunch of locations all in between.
I kind of dislike strongly whoever put together the book of Jeremiah.
I do too.
I'm not a fan of that person.
Yeah, chronological is always best, bitches.
Yeah. I mean, there's some thoughts that it was Baruch, but I don't believe that either, because
I don't either.
There's a chance that he might have died with Jeremiah. So whatever. There's been plenty of chances to fix it since his time, at the very least. Mm-hmm. So
I think that's going to be like my life goal is like restapling. Like I'm just going to get a Bible and I'm going to tear all the pages out and I'm going to restaple
This is how it should actually go.
Yeah. Yeah. Like this is chronological.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will be the decider of what goes and what stays.
We'll have our own.
If I got some apocrypha, epigrapha, what the fuck ever, that, non-canon Bible.
Yeah, we'll have our council of sacrilege.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I'll include all that stuff. So the climax of this series deals with the nation that dominated the affairs of most countries in the region, which was
Babylon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it.
Right.
Okay. So now we're going to jump in. Okay.
Okay.
So, but we're starting with Egypt.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
The word of the Lord, which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the nations. And that is basically an intro for this entire section, not just this chapter.
I bet these messages sound very similar.
They probably do.
For each of the fucking nations.
They probably do.
Just a guess. I'm just going to say that up front. But based on what I've heard so far in Jeremiah, that's probably how this is going to go. I'm
going to guess that you're right. But it will be fun listening to him talk shit against different geographies.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Like, okay, dude. Whatever. Okay, concerning the army of Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, which was by the river Euphrates in Karshemish, and which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, defeated in the 4th year of Joachim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, this is a quote. This is Jeremiah delivering a prophecy. Egypt, you are going to be so fucked. Yeah. And so he is like, this is what he sees, okay?
Okay.
Order the buckler and shield and draw near to the battle. Harness the horses and mount up, you horsemen. Stand forth with your helmets. Polish the spears. Put on the armor. Why have I seen them dismayed and turned back? Their mighty ones are beaten down. They have speedily fled. Look at them Egyptians run, huh?
Yeah.
And did not look back, for fear was all around, says the Lord. To me, Jeremiah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Do not let the swift flee away, nor the mighty man escape. They will stumble and fall toward the north by the river Euphrates. Who is this coming up like a flood, whose waters move like the rivers? Egypt rises up like a flood, and its waters move like the rivers. And he says, I will go up and cover the earth. I will destroy the city and its inhabitants. Come up, O horses, and rage, O chariots, and let the mighty men come forth. The Ethiopians and the Libyans who handle the shield, and the Lydians who handle and bend the bow. The Libyans and the Lydians, they were mercenaries that were... and the Ethiopians, they were all mercenaries that...
For Egypt.
Yeah, so this is all directed at Egypt and their slaves and their warriors and their mercenaries. Like their whole army of mix-mash.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
For this is the day of the Lord, God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge himself on his adversaries. The sword shall deliver. It shall be satiated and made drunk with their blood. For the Lord God of hosts has a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. Go up to Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. In vain you will use many medicines. You shall not be cured. Okay, let me jump into some notes before we get too much further.
I'm assuming... He's going to kill Egypt. Right?
Yeah,
that's
Jeremiah is hypothetically, like in canon. Yeah. Okay, Jeremiah is being told by God, this is what's going to happen. So he's giving this prophecy. God is showing me this moment in time when, oh shit, look at all those Egyptians and all their guys. Oh, they are running in fear. Oh my God. Ooh, this movie's great. Ooh, look at them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's happening.
Still sounding like a Babylonian agent, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also, why would God care about the Babylonians and the Egyptians?
He wouldn't.
Because he doesn't even hardly care about his own people.
He wouldn't.
Okay.
All right, so it was on his way to Carchemish. I'm giving you notes now.
Sure.
It was on his way to Carchemish, located in modern Turkey near the Syrian border.
Okay.
That Pharaoh Necho had slain King Josiah of Judah back in 609 BCE when Josiah tried to turn him back. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what this is supposed to have taken place before then. Okay.
Sure.
Pharaoh kept his army in Carchemish for 4 years, dominating the area and waiting for the inevitable confrontation with rising Babylon. When it came, the Egyptians were routed. In 605 BCE, the army of Nebuchadnezzar... Oh, is it not rooted?
No, it's routed.
Is it routed?
Yeah.
Okay, they were routed, not rooted. My bad. Another one of those words I never hear out loud. Okay, I really thought it was rooted.
No, it's routed.
Okay, they were routed. They were stopped.
Yeah.
At any rate. In 605 BCE, the army of Nebuchadnezzar defeated the troops of Pharaoh Necho at Carchemish on the northern Euphrates and pursued the troop to the border of Egypt. The Babylonian armies chased the fleeing Egyptians south and came to Jerusalem.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, moving on, when it says the association of the balm, when he says the balm of Egypt or whatever, or the balm of Gilead.
Right.
The association of balm with Gilead is likely an allusion to the fact that caravans from the east bearing supplies of balm often pass through Gilead.
Okay.
So they were like, sell your medicines elsewhere because they ain't going to work here. Y'all going to die and nothing can help you.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the defeat of Egypt at Carchemish was famous because it marked the beginning of Babylon as a true superpower in the region and the decline of Egypt. So that was the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. The specific moment that, like, the tides of wind completely changed.
But just to put it back out there for the record, God said that Babylon was going to annihilate all the Israelites in Egypt, and by destroying Egypt, and he never made it past the front door. So
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yep. No, totally agree.
I don't. these prophecies, these quote unquote prophecies, they're only as right as they are convenient.
Right. Yes.
You know, like we can point out in these books where prophecies are not correct. Mm-hmm. But people are going to be like, "Whoa, but it was correct here." Like, yeah, but that's in your book. And yes, okay, in history that happened, but we don't even know when that was fucking written.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so annoyed with quote unquote prophecies.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So
I agree. So, okay, so he's saying, in vain you will use many medicines, but you shall not be cured. Okay. The nations have heard of your shame, and your cry has filled the land. For the mighty man has stumbled against the mighty. They both have fallen together.
Okay.
Yeah, those two giants over there.
That's what happens in war. You fight each other and people fall and die, and
those two giants over there duked it out, and sometimes one giant won and sometimes the other giant won.
Right.
And that sucked for all the little people getting stomped underneath.
Still does to this day.
Right?
To this day.
To this day. The word that the Lord spoke to Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, would come and strike the land of Egypt. Okay, so now we're like, for the first part was about it was a prophecy about the defeat at Karshemish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So now we're reading a second prophecy, which is the invasion of Egypt.
Okay. So this is closer to like after the Babylonian exile is already underway and stuff, right? I'm assuming.
I would think so. I mean, sure.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
You should never ask me about time periods and years because I'm wrong. So I've stopped.
Yeah.
I decided I'm no longer going to say, yes, that is absolutely correct.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Your cry has filled the land. The mighty man. Yeah. All you giants stumbling. You both fallen together. The word that the Lord spoke to Jeremiah the prophet, how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, would come and strike the land of Egypt. Okay.
Yeah.
Declare in Egypt. This is God talking to Jeremiah, who is speaking.
Yeah.
Declare in Egypt and proclaim in Migdol, proclaim in Noph and in Tahpanhes. Say, stand fast and prepare yourselves, for the sword devours all around you. Why are your valiant men swept away? They did not stand because the Lord drove them away. He made many fall. Yes, one fell upon another, and they said, arise, let us go back to our own people and to the land of our nativity from the oppressing sword. They cried there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He has passed by the appointed time. So I have some notes.
Okay. Other than Jeremiah really doesn't like Egypt and the pharaohs.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. because he's a double agent for Babylon.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, like,
totally.
it just keeps reinforcing
He's all like, fucking Egypt.
Right.
Yeah. So they called Pharaoh a noise. And what that actually was referring to was a braggart, a bombast, a loudmouth, a person who's all talk, someone who's full of lip service, that kind of thing.
Okay.
A blowhard.
Yeah.
Okay. So another thing is Egypt proudly thought of herself. Oh, wait. No, I'm not there yet. Never mind. So I'll get there in a second. Okay.
Yep.
So, they're like, he's just a noise, that king of Egypt guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
As I live, says the king, whose name is the Lord of hosts, surely as Tabor is among the mountains and as Carmel by the sea, so he shall come. Yeah, he will. Oh, you daughter dwelling in Egypt. He's talking to the Israelites there.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself to go into captivity, for Noph shall be waste and desolate without inhabitant. So these are cities he's naming off.
Gotcha.
That he's like, y'all gonna get it. This city, this city, this city. Here we come into Egypt. I mean, here Babylon comes, not me. I'm just Jeremiah.
Right.
I was talking about them, not us.
It's just that, like, the rhetoric towards Babylon, who is conquering, Israel, is very friendly coming from this book.
Yeah,
that's the part that just always strikes me. Like, they're like his tool, his weapon, his servant. Yeah, I'm like, this guy. They really Jeremiah really loves this guy.
Yeah,
thinks well of him, or at the very least, he really hates Egypt.
Or he's like Trump is with Putin and Babylon had something on him. Right,
yeah. There's that possibility too.
And so he's like, I totally love them. I mean, Babylon, isn't it good to be friends with your enemies? Yeah, okay. Egypt is a very pretty heifer, but destruction comes. It comes from the north. Also, her mercenaries are in her midst like fat bulls, for they also are turned back. They have fled away together. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. Okay.
Yep.
So Egypt proudly thought of herself as strong, great, and beautiful. And God said that they were strong and pretty like a young cow, a heifer. But really they were just ripe for sacrifice like a cow is.
Oh, I see.
So they're like, I'm great. And he's like, yeah, you are a great steak.
Right.
Yeah. So there's that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. They have fled away together. They did not stand, for the day of their calamity had come upon them, the time of their punishment. Her noise shall go like a serpent, for they shall march with an army and come against her with axes, like those who chop wood. Okay, I got to say something else now.
Okay.
The reference to Egypt, the way it is in other translations, like here ours says her noise shall go like a serpent.
Yeah.
But in other translations it says gliding away like a snake.
Okay.
And that either way, well, I think gliding away like a snake is worse and would have had more weight.
Okay.
It's a sarcastic comment on the humbling of Thoth, which was one of Egypt's most revered national deities.
Okay.
And one which was prominent in the royal insignia. And just to put that into frame of reference, the Egyptian god Thoth was equivalent to the Greek Hermes or the Roman Mercury.
Got it. So this was a low blow directed at one of their gods, essentially.
Yes, like, there go your snake. There go your snake god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you recall seeing that Egyptian god guy with, like, the head of the eagle or something like that. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I am sure if I saw it, I would recognize it.
Well, he's got a stick that's got the caduceus snakes wrapped around it.
Okay.
So that's who Thoth is.
Got it.
Or Thoth.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know how to pronounce things.
Right.
Sorry. I'm not a scholar or an academic. Okay, so... yeah, they turned back, fled away together. Oh, shall go like a serpent, for they shall march with an army. Yeah, here come their axes, chop wood.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. They shall cut down her forest, says the Lord, though it cannot be searched, because they are innumerable and more numerous than grasshoppers.
Oh, wow.
Damn. The daughter of Egypt shall be ashamed. She shall be delivered into the hand of the people of the north. That's Babylon that he's talking about.
Right, yeah.
The Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, says, behold, I will bring punishment on Ammon of No, and Pharaoh, and Egypt, with their gods and their kings, Pharaoh and those who trust in him, and I will deliver them into the hand of those who seek their lives, into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the hand of his servants. Afterward.
It's funny, though. I have to stop you here for just a second, because the Pharaoh that they invaded ended up, like, running away and using Babylon to come back and fight them, and they got stopped.
Yeah.
By the new Pharaoh, who was actually not bad and reigned for like 50 years.
Yeah.
Not bad insofar as military,
it just depends on which century you're talking about.
Right, but I'm assuming based on what I'm hearing that it's probably the as Babylon was taking over, Jerusalem and all this other stuff.
They're like, whoa, Babylon's kicking ass. That'll surely never change forever, ever.
Right.
Babylon will always win. And it's like...
my understanding based on the history thing that we brought up in I forget what chapter it was, we talked about it, but that there was like an ongoing war for like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years or something like that, where Nebuchadnezzar was trying to invade Egypt, but never actually succeeded.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
It's funny to me that this stuff is in the Bible,
right,
as though it was prophecy that came true,
instead of as like that didn't actually really happen that way.
Right.
Maybe some of it kind of happened, but they promised complete 100%, and that's not how that went. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure some border towns got taken over, or were in the questionable as far as who
people
was running
died.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Egypt did not get run over by Babylon.
No, not completely anyway.
No.
Never. Afterward, it shall be inhabited as in the days of old, says the Lord. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Right.
But do not fear, O my servant Jacob, and do not be dismayed, O Israel. Here he comes saying, but I still love you.
Here's the redeeming thing that I'm going to say.
Yeah. I'm going to stab you 100 times but then I'm going to give you a Band-Aid.
Right.
And say, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. For behold, I will save you from afar, and your offspring from the land of their captivity. Jacob shall return, have rest, and be at ease. No one shall make him afraid.
Okay.
Do not fear, O Jacob, my servant, says the Lord, for I am with you. For I will make a complete end of all the nations to which I have driven you. But I will not make a complete end of you, except for sometimes. But no, I won't. But I will. But I won't.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill all of you, except some of you, but all of you.
I'm checking the map here. Yep. Egypt's still there.
Right?
I'm just saying.
Actually, they're still there, and they have some important shit to say.
Right. Yeah. I don't think there was ever a complete end to Egypt.
Yeah. I will rightly correct you, says God, for I will not leave you wholly unpunished.
Okay.
The end.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like, whatever, dude.
No, it's just, I feel like Jeremiah is not a reliable source or narrator here.
Yeah. Kind of like, dude, say less.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of over Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And I'm over the false information that's being portrayed here in the Bible because it's literally telling us things as a prophecy that didn't at least fully happen. Right. Like this is you remember back when they were taking over Israel, right? And they killed all the Canaanites and all the Ammonites and all of them were gone.
Yeah. 100%.
Right? And then they just kept popping up like here, there, and everywhere. Yeah. And then they're like, well, we didn't mean everybody, come on.
Nobody could kill everybody. Right. And it's like, no, but you're God and you said you did. And you're not very trustworthy if you say you did. And then later you're like, but I didn't.
But and it's just these themes where he says these finalities.
Right.
Where things are going to definitely happen this way. And things are going to, these people are all going to be gone or whatever.
Right.
And they just don't happen.
But then an apologist would say you're taking the wrong message and you're being too hyperbolic and not understanding blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, so then I'm not supposed to trust the Bible and say that it's 100% true. And then they're like, no, it is though. And then you're like, but it's not. And they're like, well, not that part. And then you're like, which other parts? And they're like, only the ones I say.
If people actually study this, the apologists are on really shaky ground, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of stuff actually wrong in the Bible.
Yeah.
And yes, you can twist words to make it sound like it's correct or this is correct or that's correct if you put things in the context that you want them in. Mm-hmm. But if you're to read it and just examine it as it is, you're going to find a lot of fallacy. And the problem is that the only proof that these people have of God is this fucking book.
Right.
And that's the problem right there. Mm-hmm. This does not, you can't use a 2,000-year-old book where people wrote about what they believe in God as the proof for God.
Right.
That doesn't work.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
And that's the problem I have with it right now. Like, we're using this to influence politics and law and social mores. And like, there's just like so much that this information is relevant to because of what we now and currently are using this for.
Yeah.
So
totally bad.
Right. I'm just going off a little bit, but
it's fine. It's fair.
All right. Well, do you got anything else for us?
That was pretty much it.
All right. Well, that was Jeremiah chapter 46.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that we'll be back tomorrow with
Jeremiah chapter 47 in our live Discord.
Is it? Do we? Yeah.
Yes,
it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, it's not?
No, it's not.
No, it's not?
No, because tomorrow is Monday, and we record Tuesday's episode tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And
I always do this. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's the recording the night before.
It didn't feel right when you said it. It didn't feel right when you said it, but like I was like, well, Every once in a great while, wife's right. So I'll just go for a minute until I think this through.
I'm never right. I'm 100% wrong.
Yeah, I should just assume that right off the bat.
You always should assume that.
Yeah.
You've been married to me long enough.
Right, yeah. And we've been doing this podcast long enough that I should know better. But
everybody out there, always assume wife is wrong.
All right, so we'll be back with which one then?
Still Jeremiah chapter 47.
All right, but no Discord.
No.
Not tomorrow anyway.
No.
All right.
But do join us on Tuesdays
at
Tuesday, 10.
At 10.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.